YouTube automation is by far the best side hustle to start in 2024. People are scaling accounts to tens of thousands of dollars each and every month. Nowadays, you can literally make more than some of the highest paying careers from just your laptop. Let me show you an example. This channel here called InSpraZen has over 150,000 subscribers, and if we look closer, we can see that they have almost 9 million views from only 27 videos. If I scroll down on their channel, we can see that they get tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views on each video. If we look at their social blade, we can see that they are generating over $1,000 each month. And due to the length of their videos, I'd bet that this number is much higher. As this channel is extremely successful, it's only right that we create this sort of content for ourselves. In this video, I'll show you how to research, script, generate, and edit these sort of videos. To prove it to you, here's what I made in less than 10 minutes.
Do you ever feel uneasy when you're alone? Does the thought of spending time by yourself make you feel anxious or uncomfortable? If so, you're not alone in feeling that way. In a world that constantly pushes us to stay connected, to always be social, and to surround ourselves with people, the idea of solitude can feel intimidating.
Alright, so as you now know, it's these pretty basic meditation-style videos designed to de-stress the viewer. They're super easy to make, and if you watch to the end of this video, you'll be an expert on this content, and well on your way to making thousands per month from YouTube. Before we get started, I want to talk about my SKOOL community. Inside here is literally everything that you need to blow up on social media. Check it out in the description. Also in the description is a Google Doc full of everything that we're going to use throughout this video, so open all the links so you're ready to work. Let's start by doing some research on the niche. The first thing that we'll analyze are our competitors. Now our main one will obviously be the channel from the start. As you can see, this channel posts these animated images that look really clean, and they'll tell the story of how to stop overthinking or how to remove distractions from your life so you can work hard. Pretty inspiring stuff. The next channel that we'll look at is this one called God's Goals Great. They're a much smaller channel, but have grown to over 16,000 subscribers with just 10 videos. However, I personally don't think their videos are as good as the first channels, meaning it'll be super easy for us to surpass this competitor in terms of video quality. The final channel that we'll look at is this one called Dare to Do Motivation. They're by far the biggest one that we've looked at. However, while they post in a similar niche, it's not the exact same niche, meaning that they shouldn't be too much of a threat to our channel. Alright, with the competition analyzed, let's go ahead and begin creating our video. The first thing that we need are some video ideas. Now, we obviously aren't going to spend hours brainstorming ideas, because that's boring. Instead, head to ChatGPT, and I'm going to start by asking it for 10 video ideas, along the lines of what was used on these YouTube channels. I'll leave the exact prompt in the Google Doc, so you can copy it over if you want. Using generative AI is great, as it allows you to come up with video ideas daily. The AI has given us some ideas, and I'm gonna choose this one, as it'll make for a good video, so copy it. I'll now showcase this awesome tool that we can use to generate the title, description, and tags for our video. With our video idea copied, head to vidIQ using the link in the Google Doc. Once you're on here, you want to hit the generation tab on the left. I'm now going to paste our video idea into this box here. Once it's in place, I'll now hit generate. This tool is insane, as we can literally generate so much for our video at the click of a button. And as you can see, the tool has generated us keywords, a title, a description, tags, and thumbnails that we can use for video. Alright, with our video idea ready, leave this tab open as we'll use it later, and head back to ChatGPT. Once back on ChatGPT, I'm now going to paste in our video idea, and then ask the AI to generate a 5,000 character script for the video idea. I'm also going to add a few extra instructions, but once again, you can find the exact prompts in the Google Doc in this video's description. Now, as this script is so long, it will take a while to generate, so I'm going to fast forward and skip to when the script is done. Alright, we've been left with a script that seems really good, and it seems long, which will definitely help us boost our RPM. What I'll do next is I'll start by asking the AI to generate Leonardo.ai image prompts. I'll also ask the AI to make these images in a calming, meditative Buddhist style. I'm also going to ask it to generate one image for every 3 seconds. This is because any longer than 3 seconds, and our viewers will find our video boring and click off. Once again, this will take a while to generate, so I'll fast forward the video and skip to when it's done. As you can see, The AI has generated us lots of peaceful vibe prompts that we can use to turn into images. We'll do this later, however, as for now, we want to scroll back up, find the script that we generated, and then copy it, so we can move over to the next step. We now want to generate the voiceover that's going to play throughout our video. As you guys know, I'm a fan of ElevenLabs, and it's here that I generate the voice for this channel. Head to ElevenLabs using the link in the Google Doc. Once you're on ElevenLabs, we need to get ourselves a voice. Head to Voices in the top left. Once on the next page, hit Library. In the voice library, we need to look for a calm voice that we can use for our video. Search around and hit sample on a few voices to try them out. Once you have one you like, add it to your voice library. I'm now going to head back to speech to begin generating our voiceover. Once you on speech, paste in the script that you copied from ChatGPT. Now you want to hit this drop down and search for and find the voice that we just saved from the voice library. Once you've found it, click it, and that voice will be used. Now the next thing that we want to do is look through the script and delete any junk prompts that we don't want to be turned into voiceover. In my case, these are the square brackets that ChatGPT left in my script, so I'm just going to select and delete them. Once you are happy with your script, hit Generate Speech in the bottom right to generate your voiceover. Once it's done, download it, and we can move over to the next step. We now need to generate the images that will play in the background of our video. Head to leonardo.ai through the link in the Google Doc. Once you're on Leonardo, head the image creation, which is this button in the middle of the screen. This is how we're going to generate our images. Once on this next page, head to the top right and enable the switch next to legacy mode. This will allow you to generate one image at a time, which will massively save you credits. Once you're on legacy mode, you want to pause this video and copy over the exact settings that I've shown on screen. Make sure to get the number of images, the resolution, and the generation model the same as me. Once all the settings are in place, we can generate our first image. Head back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to scroll down, find the first image prompt that the AI gave us, and I'm going to copy it over. Head back to Leonardo, and in this generation box at the top of the screen, I'm going to paste in the prompt and then hit generate. I'll now skip to when the image is created. As you can see, we now have a really clean image that we can use for our video. This image is good. However, I'm going to upscale it to make it more HD. Hover over the image and hit this button, click through on the next page, and after some time, you can see that we now have a more HD version of the image. I'm now going to carry on with the image generation process, swing back to ChatGPT, and copy over the second image prompt. Once back on Leonardo, paste in the prompt, and hit generate. Now I'm going to fast forward this process, but all you want to do is copy over the prompts, upscale them, and repeat. This takes some time, so I'll fast forward and skip to when it's done. As you can now see, we have all that images, and they look really good. I'm now going to show you how we can animate these images to make our content amazing. Hit this back button in the top left. Once on the next page, head just below it, and hit Personal Feed. You can now see all that images are here. You want to find the first one, then click on it. Once you're on this page, you want to hit this image to motion button. This will allow us to animate our images. On the next page, you'll see some options. The first thing that I'll do is set the strength to about 3. We don't want the image too strong, and 3 is the perfect number for this. Once that's done, hit generate, and we should have an image that looks like this. As you can see, this genuinely looks insane, and it's crazy that we've done this with a push of a button. You now want to repeat this process for every single image that we have generated. Remember, hit image to motion, set the strength to 3, and then hit generate. I'll now skip to when our images are ready. As you can see, we now have all these images for video, and I think they look really good. This will generally make for a viral video. So I'm gonna download all these images, and this will allow us to move over to the next step. Before I continue, I wanna talk about my school community. If you guys are stuck at 200 views on TikTok, then the resources in here will really help you out. There's also a spreadsheet with over 100 different niches for you to try. I hope to see you guys inside. With our images ready, the last thing we need to get for a video of some music. We obviously don't want to get a copyright strike, so in order to get around this, we want to use this website called Pixabay, which is full of free audio tracks for us to use. In order to get music, you want to hit music below the search bar. I'm now going to search for Calm as it fits the theme of our video. As you can see, a bunch of music tracks have appeared. You want to try and listen to a few of them and download 2 or 3 that we can use for our video. We've now got everything we need for our video, so we're going to edit it all together. If you guys appreciate the value in this video, Please subscribe and like as it really helps me out. To edit our video, we're going to use CapCut. Once you're on CapCut and have hit new project, start by importing everything we just gathered. Make sure the images, voiceover, and music are imported. The first thing that I'm going to do is select and drag the voiceover onto the timeline. Now, if you look closely, you can see that throughout our voiceover, there are these gaps of dead air. These are really harmful for our video's retention, and so we need to remove them. In order to remove the dead air, hit B on your keyboard to bring up a splitting tool. Now you want to click either side of the dead air. Once this is done, hit A on your keyboard and delete it. Finally, drag your voice over back together. You want to repeat this process for the entire voiceover. Don't worry, only takes a minute or two, and it's worth it to get a viral video. Once your voiceover is done, the next thing you want to do is start adding our images. Find the first one that we generated with Leonardo AI. Select it and drag it onto the timeline. I'm now going to place this cursor at exactly 3 seconds and crop our video by pressing W. This will delete everything after our cursor. As we mentioned earlier, 3 seconds is the sweet spot because any longer, and our viewers will get bored. Now, repeat this process for every image that we generated. Drag them in, place your cursor at 3 seconds, and crop the image. This takes some time, so I'll skip to when it's done. Once your timeline looks like this, we can carry on generating our video. The next thing that allowed is a transition. In order to do that, hit transitions in the top left of CapCut. The one that I like is called Black Fade, so I'll search for it in this box. Once you've found it, select the transition and drag onto the timeline in between your first 2 images. Once it's in place, head to the top right, and I'm going to set the duration to 0.3 seconds. Once this is done, I'm going to hit the Apply to All button here. This will apply a transition between every single one of our images and save us so much time. We're now going to take some time to add some effects to our video. Hit Effects in the top left. As our first image is this lake, I'm going to search for fog, as this would be something that matches the environment of our image. I fast-forwarded this bit, but I actually went with this firefly effect, and I think it looks really clean. Now I'm going to fast-forward this part of the video, but for some of your images, you should add an effect that's fitting, just to give your video that bit more engagement. Don't overdo it, however, as too many effects will take away from the calm theme of our video. With the effects done, the next thing I'll add is an adjustment to our video. Key adjustment in the top left, and on the next page, find and add custom adjustment to your track. Once on the timeline, make sure its duration lasts for the entire video. Now head to the top right of CapCut so we can edit the settings of our adjustment. The first thing we want to do is scroll down and find saturation. I'm going to drag this slider to about 15, as this will make our video more vibrant and look better. The next thing I'll add is vignette. Scroll down, find vignette, and set the value to around 15 to 20. This will darken the corners of our video and make it look really clean. Without adjustment done, the last thing will add some auto captions. Head to text in the top right, then hit auto captions, then hit generate. This is a CapCut Pro feature. However, if you don't have Pro, I'll show a way to generate the captions for free in a second. Once your captions are done, we want to make some changes to them. Head to the top right and hit templates. Now scroll through and find one you like that you think is fitting for our video. You can customize the captions a bit more if you like. If you're done, hit export in the top right to export our video. When exporting your video, make sure it's in 1080p and 60 FPS. Our video's done, but keep watching as I'll show you how to generate captions if you haven't already, create a thumbnail, and upload our video. In order to get the captions for free, you need to download this video editor called VN. Link will be in the Google Doc. Once you're on VN, you need to import your exported video from CapCut. Once it's imported, drag it onto the timeline like so. Now hit Auto Captions in the bottom left in order to generate your auto captions. It will take some time, but once they are in place, you can use the app to customize them how you like. Once you're happy with them, export your video. Without video fully done, I'm not show you how I create a thumbnail in literally 5 seconds. Head back to Leonardo and save one of the images that we created earlier. Make sure it's not moving, it's just a still image. Once you have it saved, head over to Canva using the link in the Google Doc. Once you're on Canva, hit Create a Design in the top right. Under the drop-down, you want to scroll down and select YouTube Thumbnail. On the next page, drag in our image that we just saved from Leonardo. I'm going to fast forward my thumbnail creation process, but to sum it up, I'm firstly going to make sure the image fills the full screen. I'm next going to add some text that basically says something very brief about the video. I've made mine very quickly, so I'm sure you can make yours 10 times better than this. Once your thumbnail is done, stay with your device. Now that we have everything, let's upload our video to YouTube. Start by uploading the video to YouTube. We want to swing back to vidIQ and find the title that we generated. Copy it to our clipboard, head back to YouTube, and paste in the title box. We also need to repeat this process for the description and tags, and then drag in the thumbnail that we just made. Alright guys, that's exactly how to create this viral sort of YouTube video. I want to remind you about my SKOOL community. I'm sure it will help a lot of you become successful through social media. Check out in the description. That's all for today's video. If you guys have appreciated this, please subscribe. Bye.